Hello, welcome to Rolling Escapades Season 2, Episode 17, Part 2, the series in which 9, or in this case 6, dudes get together, play Dungeons & Dragons, have fun, put it on the internet. You get information about people going disappearing.
Disappearing, nice! That's a good hybrid word right there.
Fuck it, I'm singing with it. You hear rumors about people going disappearing, and Icarus is busy for the day. Cool. As always, sponsor, Destai, Chainmail, Macrame, link description, Christopher Rolls, artist, link description, click, explore, enjoy.
Link description.
In part 1, you talk to people. That was the episode.
And had people come talk to us.
Had people come talk to you, find out about missing people. Pit fight, go!
No! Rage!
We are watching from the stands.
Yeah, so you guys are all watching from the stands. So, the first fight is not Throndrake's fight. It is cold-hearted versus Orif. Cold-hearted wields a rapier and a dagger. He is very bouncy on his feet, sort of moves around, very charismatic. The fight lasts a while, but that's mostly because Cold-Hearted essentially just plays with Orif. It is not that Orif is not a bad fighter.
This is the commoner, but no, he's not.
No, it's not. Orif is a dwarf wielding a great axe.
Oh, funny that.
Swinging quite heavily, and with a relative amount of accuracy at Cold-Hearted, but just the way Cold-Hearted moves and dances around means that Orif never once lands a hit. And eventually, Cold-Hearted gets essentially bored of the fight and pierces Orif's throat with his rapier. And then swishes it back and flicks the blood off. And then just sort of stands there and watches as Orif bleeds out rather than ending his life. Just lets him choke on his own blood.
Nice guy.
Oh.
Round 2 is Kato Maria versus Gaius Daya. Kato is wearing leather armor, wielding a scimitar. Gaius is in chainmail with a shield and a spear. The fight does also. This one also lasts a long time, but mostly because they are continuously parrying each other or not hitting.
Yeah.
It's like 40 seconds of them just
ping pong,
ping pong. Like it's either being blocked by a shield, moving out the way, and things like that. They do it at some point. They get a hit on each other, one hit on each other, and that is it until the end of the fight when Gaius finally gets his spear sort of stuck in the midriff of Kato. Gaius is a lot nicer than Cold-Hearted though, because he pulls once Kato collapses, he pulls the spear out and makes sure he dies rather than bleeding out. The third fight is Val Glidraz versus Trom Zena. Val is a very small looking sort of mousy human wearing no armor, just in general clothes, and has got a club. They don't look very happy with their life.
What the fuck is he doing there? Why?
And
Why?
Trom literally walks up to him and decapitates him with one swing.
Yeah. I expected.
The guy just goes food
and then has no head. It's just
like that. It just slowly slides off.
Let's be honest, he's got into this fight. He clearly doesn't need his brain. He can keep fighting anyway.
No, he's not the chicken that's not going to work.
Yeah. You do. Those in your crowd do hear next to you, so I'm like, fuck. I was hoping you'd win.
Guys are idiots.
That's more than a long shot.
That's a lot of money. Occasionally, people like that win it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, they fucking do.
On occasion. Otherwise, no one would enter it.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Then, the fourth fight of round one is Maesol Riz versus Throndraek.
Headshot.
So,
On your own, mate.
I mean, I'd have given them the name that I had.
yes, so you get introduced as Throndraek, the Wrath of Court. Was it called? Yeah, the Wrath of Court, yeah.
That's the title.
Yeah, there's a fancy fucking name. Cool. You are in the ring with Maesol. Maesol has a scimitar, a large crossbow, and is wearing large crossbow, and light crossbow, and is wearing leather armor. Throndraek, I'd like you to roll initiative, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come out like axe in the air.
Yeah.
Like try and get the crowd like. You know.
Everyone else comes out and it's just like, right, let's just do the fight. Throndraek comes out and attempts to. Yes. Actually, let's have you just have you make a performance check.
I'm good at those.
Yeah, but I will say, add your proficiency.
I'm proficient with it.
Right with advantage then,
Oh, okay.
because you're good at this.
Ooh.
That's a 14.
14. Yeah, cool. So you get the crowd hyped. They were hyped, but they were hyped because of a blood frenzy, as opposed to we're excited for this fight. But you actually sort of get the crowd on your side. They are ready to be entertained.
Okay.
Cool.
Initiative.
Yeah, which Maesol was a bit like.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice one, Crook.
Okay, what did you get?
I got
Lost.
19.
Okay, you are going first.
Nice.
You got a 6.
Okay.
How far
Doesn't-
away from each other? is
You
that?
went
They're in. It's not a very big pit. It's like a 30-foot diameter.
Okay, so
ring.
they can literally reach it.
Yeah, you can literally just shut down the gap distance immediately.
Hitting that crossbow was super obvious.
If he gets to go first,
Single shot to the shoulder or something.
yeah.
I got spiked to the end, so yeah. I'm a rage.
Yep, cool. You Rajay.
I yeah, and then I move up to him
Yep.
and yeah, just take my
Yeah,
first swing,
just-
but reckless.
Yeah. Great axe where and it comes.
That
Yeah.
is probably a hit. Actions plus 7, 20.
That hits. Yes. Roll some damage.
Boosh.
That is 7, 6, 13.
Slashing.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, down.
Yeah. That's one hit down. Yeah.
Oh.
He's got 11 hit points.
Fucking hell. Okay, well, I don't kill him,
Yeah.
but when I like knock him over,
Yeah.
I like put my axe on my shoulder and look to whoever's kind of
Yeah.
in charge of the fight.
Yeah, you have a look. You have a look around. There's an announcer of sorts, but there's no one like properly in charge. There's someone announcing. There's
Yeah.
no one actually put the finger out. And after you sort of like, the guy is clearly not dead,
Yeah.
but he also doesn't appear to be dying.
Yeah.
And so eventually the announcer is like, finish it off.
I will probably shout from the place.
Come on, Dad!
Yeah,
Decapitate the fucker!
Some of the crowd are also a bit like, come on, kill him, kill him.
And then yeah, I'll just decapitate him.
Yeah, cool. He did. He done deaded. Okay.
That was fast.
Woo! I didn't expect it to be that fast.
Yeah, it was like
That's
the
what
corner.
she said.
That's what Peg said.
Yeah.
That's what we were all thinking.
Round 2.
Now
Fight,
you wish you were here. Mortal Kombat.
Finish.
He did.
So round 2 is cold-hearted versus Gaius.
Mm-hmm.
Cold-hearted doesn't toy around in this one. He starts the fight. He goes first. He steps forward, takes his rapier, and again just stabs the guy through the neck. Just one strike, and he's dead.
Yeah.
For that fight,
Mhm.
I think Throndraek's gonna be a little bit confused because like he's used to kind of waiting for them to decide.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nope.
Does make sense, but yeah, it's just straight up a rapier through the throat, flick it back, and then again just stands there and watches as the guy just chokes on his own blood.
Let's probably get his name then.
Yeah.
Don't like that guy. That's not. No.
No.
He is.
I wouldn't worry too much. He's probably not going to have a head in 40 minutes.
Here's hoping.
4 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, he is cold-hearted because he literally just lets his he deals a killing blow,
Victims.
but leaves the wound to actually fester and kill the person.
Esther?
Well, I know it's not fester, but fester sort of
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
Okay, cool. Round 2.
Cool.
The man has the man.
So this is against Trom, who just hasn't had a proper fight yet because he just removed the head of a commoner.
Oh yes,
My
that's it.
thoughts?
Yeah.
How long has it been since he raged? It doesn't seem like it's been
Well,
very
he left
long.
the rage
rage
because he
water.
didn't attack.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah. It's long enough. There's sort of time
Yeah, that's
between
pretty
and whatnot because there's time
moving
left
bodies.
between. So if people want to go place new bets, they can go place more bets.
Yeah, like the body needs to be disposed of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
more sand thrown down, blood sorted out and dried out, all that sort of thing.
More stuff sold to the crowd.
Yeah. Cool.
How many people going around with alcohol?
Actually, it's not alcohol being served.
I'm not surprised with that.
Yeah. So this is this one. Cool. What did you get?
10.
He is going first.
Cool.
On a 15. Cool. So he runs up to you,
Mhm.
wielding his scimitar and his dagger,
Okay.
and he's going to slash at you twice with a scimitar and once with the dagger.
Mhm.
So 2 scimitars. There's a 15,
Miss.
19,
Yeah.
and then the dagger is a 19. Scimitar, dagger. So the scimitar will do 3 damage. Oh no, you're not raging. Never mind. Cool. I can just add these up. That makes life easier. 13 damage in total.
Cool.
Slash. And he's looks a lot happier than he did before because it's like, oh wait, yes, I can actually hit someone. Cool. Your turn.
You're not
Throndraek.
dead.
He's about to regret that.
I will.
Roger.
Yep.
Go mad.
Get angry if that's shown.
I'm just gonna smile at him and
Cool.
then just
Take his
recklessly
head off.
Yep.
try and.
For the net.
Yes.
So that's a 24.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
Shiny!
Just really want to do the crit.
11.
11 damage. Cool.
Second attack.
Yeah, I'll do another attack.
Yep.
Yes.
26.
Yes.
Go on, take it off. Give him a buzz cut.
12.
23 damage in one round. Jesus Christ. Okay, he staggers back from that. He is hurt from that. He's left like decent cuts across his chest from it. And he's grimacing, but he is not down.
Yeah.
So he will strike back, doing the same thing. First attack with the scimitar will hit. Second attack with the scimitar misses, and the dagger hits. Cool. Right. So scimitar, a total of 6 damage.
Wait.
Just roll 1 on both?
No, it's just he halves it now because he's raging.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Your hit's back.
Go on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna headbutt him.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Not him.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 25.
Yes. He's wearing studded leather armor.
There's always dex bonuses.
So that is 9 headbutt damage.
Cave the fucking skull in.
He's not in the head.
Thanos
He,
level headbutt.
like he does briefly stagger back like.
And then as he's staggering, I'm just gonna like.
Goal swing.
I'm gonna like put my axe to my side and like right hook.
Right hook him. Cool. Go for it.
Rolling.
That is a 18.
That hits.
That is 7 damage.
You after the right hook, you notice like his nose has broken. And there's just blood running down his face. And he sort of glares at you, but it may be glaring slightly to your left.
Just did 16 damage with a headbutt and a punch.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 on my second attack.
I know. It'd be dead if
He's
you'd rolled
a
anything
little
else.
like, but he comes back at you with his swings. Scimitar number 1. 16.
Hits.
Cool. Scimitar number 2. That's 17. That hits. And dagger is a 22. They all hit.
Like, that much?
I'm going to say 8.
That's what he's put.
He didn't like being hit in the face because he does max damage back to you.
Oh, wonderful. 10.
4, 8, 11 damage.
That's what he put on his thing. That's what he put on his damage tracker.
Amazing.
Nice.
You're hitting back.
Yeah.
Stop fucking about!
Just finish him already.
Yeah, I'm gonna like just bring my axe down.
Yeah.
Crit.
I was literally, in my head I was thinking, dice right now, I'm going to make this a crit because it's the perfect time to do it.
On the grog die.
Yeah.
Alright. Shit.
That's not
That die just really wanted to roll.
Right. Okay, so that does
lots and lots and lots.
32 damage.
You are splitting him in half.
Yeah, honestly, that's
If you'd done that last turn, you'd have killed him then. That was the he did. You just straight up split him down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, go through there.
Yeah.
Like kind of halfway.
Yeah. It's
through.
not entirely at all.
No,
It is,
like, to get to there.
Yeah.
Down to the
properly
stern.
inbred. He does.
Oh,
He
and-
does like die instantly. There's
Yeah,
no,
if he's like suffering, I'll put him out of his misery. But
Yeah, he
otherwise,
does straight
otherwise,
up, like-
otherwise I'll use my foot and just kick him to the floor.
Yeah, he is straight up like dead. The crowd is a lot happier about that fight because there was a lot more blood.
Someone is literally in
And
two
lasting
pieces.
Yes, he's about a fountain in the middle of the
Yeah,
floor.
but also like outside of that, no one else. The other fights have been like, oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. This guy can't hit me. He's dead.
Oh, look, he's suffering.
Was
Yeah.
he removed via wheelbarrow?
Do they have
This guy,
emergency wall?
no, they just someone just comes in and essentially separates the pieces and just drags it
Have
out.
I been able to see the fights?
No,
I haven't been able to see the other people fight. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just a question because if I had, then this last fight. Okay.
yeah,
No, no, I thought that.
Are you going to drink potion?
I don't know.
So I'm asking.
I'm probably gonna drink the one that I had for me because I didn't want to use any other than anything
that's
other than
fair.
that.
So yeah, the other you've heard like the shouts and whatnot, but you and the other fighters have not been able to. Although you've seen people coming in and out, so you would have noticed that like cold-hearted, who's the only other person in the room right now, has not been touched.
Yeah.
Like he has no. Doesn't he's got like blood spatter up his armor, but that's from where people have splattered him as opposed to him getting cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you've got a few minutes. So you're drinking a potion.
Yeah,
Cool.
my greater one that I had.
Cool.
Oh.
So roll 44 plus 4.
Ooh.
Like bang on
Wow.
average, 2 4s, 2 1s.
Amazing.
That's what, 14?
Yeah, 14. Regain 14 hit points.
Something.
Is indeed something. Cool.
So I will have been studying Dick Fuck's fucking fighting style with the rapier
Yeah.
while I've been watching him. Obviously, I can't help in any way.
Yeah. You've been studying it. There's nothing you can do with the information, but you've been studying it.
Okay, that's weird. He's on his feet
Cool.
that way. Strange.
So I know that this next round's the final.
Yeah.
I'll
Because
swing at him then.
there's only one other guy left in the room.
Okay,
So.
so like, I'm now gonna I'm also gonna like say ask Cord for like strength and to like see
Sure.
through the fight and
Make a religion check for me.
All you can do is just shout, he's weak on his back. He's weak on his back.
I think that's a 9.
Strike
9.
Rolling around him.
Cool.
Both on their foot.
Is he below the stands where we're sitting?
Orc checker.
Huh?
Oh, check
Is
him.
he below the stands where he's
I can
sitting?
check him.
He's not within 10 feet.
No,
That's not safe.
he's not look anymore.
Yeah, that's not safe. Cool. So you are announced out. Cold-hearted is announced with their name. You're announced with your title again. as you're sort of getting ready and whatnot, Cold-Hearted does shout out, "I'm gonna watch you choke too."
Like,
Yeah, I know that doesn't mean anything to you,
yeah.
but it means everything to the crowd. The crowd love it.
Oh, okay.
Assuming I hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you!
I'm
just look at him like, you can try.
I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Bury him, Throndraek.
So very quickly amongst everyone else in the crowd. So if this dickhead wins, we're avenging Throndraek, right?
Yes.
Good.
11.
11.
What's your dex bonus?
Oh!
My initiative is 2,
bonus.
but he's 4. So.
Yeah, he goes first.
I think that's the other number there.
How close?
Okay. So he is going to dart forward, and he is going to. He leads with his dagger, and then stabs twice with his rapier. So his dagger, it's 24 to hit, and his 2 rapier attacks are 24 and a 17.
Cool.
Are you were raging?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's why I need to go first, but...
Yeah. So close.
Okay. That is 23 points of piercing damage from all 3 attacks.
Okay.
Just nick, stab, stab. Now it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm a rage.
You rage, yeah.
Mark that off. And then, yeah, I'm just going to swing twice with my great axe.
Yep.
So that's a 20-something.
Double hit, yep.
And that is more than 20
Cool,
something.
double hit.
It's a 30-something.
So this does 9 plus 12.
21, yeah. Total?
Yes. That's both attacks.
Cool.
You got this.
That's a low roll.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 1,
Rip.
but I have plus 6 to both of those.
Yeah. Cool.
That's a 14.
What?
And a 7. How did you get 9 and 12?
What?
You said you rolled an
8
and a 1.
plus 1 is 9, plus 12.
Plus 6 to each attack.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to work out how you.
No, it's
I thought you did
4
add 6 and 6. I was like, yeah.
Cool. He just lays back into you with his dagger and rapier.
It's been hit now.
He has been hit now. So
Although
that's
actually, when I say that, it's like, oh, you got a scratch.
Actually, the
It's red on you.
the first hit you land, I'm like, yeah, about bloody time!
yes.
Unintended?
Yes, that's for sure.
Right, the dagger is a 24. Rapier 1 is a 20. Rapier 2 is a 25.
You just fucking miss already.
It is with advantage though.
Yeah.
You wrecked this thing.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fine.
Right.
Just as well.
Oh, is that great? Has any attack with advantage into his next turn? Or only the first attack with advantage?
10 points of piercing damage.
Everything's advantaged on each other.
You are aware that his dagger, he's sort of slicing up towards your face to make you pull back, and he's jabbing for your neck with his rapier.
Right.
That is all he's going for.
Okay.
But you are mostly moving out the way, and you're causing it to sort of strike off your shoulders and things like that. Or it's not quite puncturing because you've got really
Sweep his
thick,
legs.
toughened flesh.
Yeah.
Sweep his legs. Knock out the knees. You
Cool.
don't need his kneecaps.
Your turn.
I mean, I would do my signature thing, but I don't think that I can, because otherwise I'm going to die. Because if it fails, then I
Is
don't
he looking
attack.
at all injured by the
Okay.
damage already?
So attack number 1
Yes.
is a 25.
Cool.
Attack number 2 is a crit.
Nice.
Good.
All right.
What we want.
All the D12s!
Pulling it back.
Roll up.
So that's 9, that's 6, 15, so that's plus 1 is 16, plus 12 is 28, plus 7 is 35.
He wasn't looking hurt.
Yeah,
he is.
Now he is. He is bleeding heavily.
Fuck yeah.
Like, yeah. As he's jabbing for the neck, you're essentially just, it's more like a backslash with your great axe, and you sort of cleave, don't completely sever, but there's like a proper like cut up his torso. Blood starts to pour out of it. There are, bits of organs sort of peering through, as it were. He is alive, but he is hurting.
I mean, as he stumbles back, I'm just gonna kind of raise my axe and just kind of look around at the crowd and.
Yeah.
I'll cheer.
Leg is not looking smug anymore.
No, he doesn't. He's just grimacing. He looks angry, and he's like. So he's coming back at you again.
He drops his weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the dagger or the rapier?
Dagger is a 19. Rapier is 22. Rapier is 22.
Look.
12 points of piercing damage.
One off.
I was one off last time as well. I've guessed 11 both times. And he's hit me for 12 and 10 now.
Yeah.
So.
Your turn.
So how bad's he looking?
Pretty fucked up.
Punch him.
As in, like, one more swing will do it, or
Do
like,
it.
as in,
Just put.
like
A couple of
Hail Mary.
can I judge how? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll swing once more with the axe and see
Yeah,
how
see
it
what
goes.
happens. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a 24.
You hit.
I was hoping for another crit.
I haven't used this one. Yeah. 10.
How do you want to kill him?
Choke him out! Choke
That
him out the
is- that
same
is
way
his
he's done
hit
it to
points.
others.
Yes, do it. Choke
That is
him.
exactly how many hit points he has. You have killed him to
Slice
the
it.
number.
Hey!
Blade over his throat and then just step
Um,
on it.
No, I was thinking
into
just
the
go
ground.
boop like that and just let him choke.
So I'm just gonna. 'Cause he was a bit of a dick to me in the thing. So I'm gonna.
You hear shouts from the crowd of like after you,
Oh, I'm shouting.
Yeah.
Choke him!
yeah, of choke him.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that though.
Yeah, no,
but
but
what
people
I'm
in the
gonna-
crowd
yeah.
are.
I'm gonna like. So my axe is gonna go into his side,
Yeah.
and then when he falls to his knees, I'm gonna grab his face and just smash it onto the floor.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
So just.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
it
so,
basically
you,
doesn't have a face.
yeah. So you bring the axe into his abdomen, which sort of causes him to collapse. He drops his weapons and he's trying to hold in his intestines, which are between the slash on his front and the now gash in his side. He's just bits
Lovely
just sort
flappy
of
bit
sliding
of skin
out.
just there.
Yeah.
Not in here.
And then as he collapses to one knee, you grab the back of his head and just whack. And then you whack it again, and then you whack it. The first one,
I was
Is
only
he
gonna
just
do it
whacking
once.
you only do it once.
Like,
the
just,
first
like,
one's
to
enough,
finish
just
him,
crashes.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one crushes his skull.
Yeah, if he's
Like,
dead,
just bits
that's
just
it.
all over. Yeah. And the crowd are like, yeah, they're happy.
We're happy.
I mean, I'll like play up to the crowd for a bit,
Yeah.
and then like leave the pit.
Yep. You limp your way out.
How much damage did you take in the end?
61,
Chunk.
Out of?
more than 61.
Wait, so you're on 61 now?
No.
No, I want
He's taken
31.
61.
Okay. Yeah.
About 2/3 essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make your way back to the holding area. Eventually, someone comes and hands over 72 gold to you for your cut of the winnings.
74.
They hand you 72.
Okay.
You have to go collect your winnings from the bookie, and they also say yours is a name they're going to remember now. They look forward to seeing you in the pits again.
If I'm passing through.
Cool. And then you can go collect your 2 gold from the bookie. So you now have 74 gold.
There you go.
Go collect the other bits.
Yeah.
Well,
Let get
So
to your
it's-
head
Don't
100,
all sweets.
150 into the party.
yes.
now. I'm like, ooh, 5.9.
Aegis, you get 75.
Is this on top of, or is this like?
This is
including
total
the
back.
Total back, right?
Yeah. And Eldoran gets 135. Cool.
I had more bets.
That's cool.
Awesome. We have a little bit more cash.
Yeah, you've earned some money.
Well, I think after that you've earned yourself lunch and a drink.
You do, as you're sort of like standing around and collecting bets and whatnot. You do notice there's a bit of a crowd over one of the exit that you came out of, and there's some jeers and whatnot. And you notice they are bringing out these 7 corpses, and they literally take them down to the docks and just throw them into the sea.
I'm assuming they don't. They take all the weapons and everything off.
Oh yeah, they take all the weapons. Yeah, any equipment. Because also when you went into the thing, you had to leave like potions and stuff. The equipment you weren't allowed stayed in that room. The ring has claimed all the belongings of the dead.
Yeah.
So they've got to make themselves a tidy sum from weapons and armour.
Scimitars, a rapier, 2 daggers, a
Make
spear, and
money
a shield.
all over the place.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a pub.
Cool.
Vagina.
Any in particular? Head back to Asmodeus' Temptation, Drunk and Ill, Greasy
Well,
Fruit.
yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Eel.
Cool. You head back to.
The Asmodeus Temptation.
Yep.
And probably get tempted.
Yep.
Obviously, you're going to go see the succubi, aren't you?
He has the money for it.
Who does now?
He does now have the money for it.
What could 74 gold get me?
These 3 for 20 minutes.
Those 3 for a good hour. Indecent.
Yeah, you could get, depending on how long you want.
No, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna hire just someone, but I'm gonna
He gets
More-
rope and whatever he.
I'm gonna like ask them about how they're treated there and that kind of stuff, like what's actually happening here.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you're sort of doing what Derek did, hiring them for talking to.
Yeah. Throndraek's not great at it, but
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, so yeah, I'll like get a dwarf or
Yeah.
whatever, like, but
She, I assume, female dwarf.
Yeah.
Cool. She doesn't complain too much about it. She says, they're fed, they're given stuff to drink. The patrons aren't allowed to like hit them or abuse them or whatnot beyond a certain extent. So they're treated fairly well, but they are people who have nothing. They have no skills that they can offer to the crews of the town. So the only way they can survive is prostitution. It's the only thing they are able to do. There's no one who will teach you a skill. It's if you have a skill, put it to use. If you don't have a skill, sucks to be you. You can go learn to suck a dick. Essentially.
have you heard of Joffran? And you can't go there?
I don't have money. I don't have any way means of protecting myself. It's a long journey. It's a dangerous journey.
How much does a caravan cost?
Depends on the caravan. I don't know, but I also would need the brothel. Bella would come after me.
So you are forced to.
I'm here as their property, and I don't think any of the merchants here would take a fleeing prostitute without proof that we had been bought.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's sort of similar to, but they're not like punished or anything. It's obviously they're still forced. They're only punished if they try to leave and get caught.
Yeah, but they're held against their will.
Yeah, they are held
Yeah,
against them.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
cool. So for how long do you want? Like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
Oh, no, I'm literally just the shortest amount of time. I'm just asking those questions.
Okay, you can get half an hour.
30 seconds in that closet.
There's still a minimum charge.
So how much was that, sorry?
So it will be half an hour, and they would charge you 13 gold for it.
1-3.
1-3, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. So, you guys are all at Asmodeus' temptation.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
What sort of time are we talking?
After the fights, it is, with all of the things that go on, getting back there, Throndraek and everything, it's probably, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until Throndrake's done.
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like lunch o'clock to me.
Yeah.
Lunch o'clock.
So I'll come back
Throndraek
somehow
comes
later.
back, yeah.
Lunch, everyone?
Starving.
Cool.
You're also still bleeding.
Oh.
Because no one healed those wounds. The
I
bit
gave that one. I gave that one as a given.
He's used to that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. As in no one at the pit
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
killed
Apple
his
kicks
wound.
you.
Cool.
How many down?
61.
Fucking hell. Alright, I'll give you 20.
Something.
The bleeding stops, but they are still unpleasant looking wounds.
I give back all your healing potions. Oh,
Cool.
thank you, I guess.
There you go.
Can I go take a nap for an hour from Drake? Thinking who's up yet?
No, I'm
I
good.
mean, we're only going to go and talk to some halfling parents after this, I think, so...
I'm alright.
Hold on, by the way.
How much is lunch?
Oh, yeah.
On the
They're
flight.
getting a big lunch or just a...
Looks like someone does want to eat, doesn't he? It's a good
Nothing
sign.
too big.
Well,
too big. Cool.
that's what people say.
We'll call it 5 silver per person, which is going to be 3.5 gold.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh, these
So-
are yes.
Yeah.
Thank fuck you
Icarus
killed
doesn't
that
need-
final guy.
Icarus is doing things.
He was a bit of a prick,
Yeah.
wasn't he? Gosh.
He said he wanted to watch me bleed.
So you saw how he was jabbing with the dagger to get you to do that, and then going in with the rapier? That's how he did it with everyone else. So he'd make an incision in the throat, and then just let them bleed out and choke to death. Nothing honourable in that whatsoever.
He died too easily to choke himself.
Thank God. Smarmy little prick dancing around everyone like that.
No, he's in a better place now.
I hope he's in a worse place.
Well,
Fucking shit.
better place for us.
Yes.
Well, if he follows what people seem to follow around here, he's probably with them.
Probably. It's probably back in the pit already.
Have I heard of Bane?
You've heard of it. In fact, I don't think anyone's actually rolled checks on
I
it.
think we did. I think we mass checked it last week.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everyone rolled a check on if we knew who they were.
Okay.
Yeah. You
And only two people did.
Yeah, you know who Bane is.
Yeah.
You know Bane is the god of, where is conquest?
He's war.
War
Or
and conquest.
something.
I mean, yeah, it's in the pantheon list I gave you, but he is a lawful evil god.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Swin knows that.
Yeah.
Swin had a fucking paladin that was a follower of Bane.
Yeah. In fact, I can update some of the information on the pantheon list that you guys have, because you will be able to identify Bane and Zahir's symbols from this town pretty easily, because it is heavily
Well.
represented.
I'd
Isn't
imagine it's in a big symbol above some of the
Yeah.
blood.
Is this one of the gods that is like illegal to worship in
Jofra.
certain in Jofra and
Yeah.
other places like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's an evil god.
Yeah.
Like, but Bane is, you worshippers of Bane will regularly just go out and fight and conquest things, and then Zahir is a chaotic evil god. He's all about using poisons to stab people in the night.
Hmm.
Lovely.
You ready for your fight?
Yep.
Oh God, is yours to the death too?
No, don't worry. I
Okay.
took the smart option.
Huh.
I'm not kicking out yet.
If Shades was to the death, he'd have been in the ring with me.
And that.
That would be a,
That would be a
no.
big problem.
It would be a massive dilemma.
Speaking of, what was that title they gave you? I've never heard that before.
That's what the people chose for me. I'm Cord's Wrath.
Can I do a religion check on that title?
Sure.
It is 18.
18. Cool. What information are you trying to work out?
I want to know if that's it's obviously religiously linked, but is it like
Is it a known thing that you'd find in religious texts?
Basically.
Yeah. I would say Cord probably isn't one of the gods you're heavily studied on. But as far as you're aware, no. That's Cord is the god of strength and storms. He is usually worshipped by proving your might in tests of sort, whether fighting pits or rock throwing. Essentially, think like hammer throw, javelin, shot put, and whatnot. Throndraek said he comes from a fighting pit, and he gets angry. It legitimately might just be
that.
a combination of the fact that when people have favourites in a pit, they like to give them titles beyond their actual name. So
cool, that's fine.
yeah, there's nothing you know of that marks him out as a particularly that marks him out from any other follower of Cord.
What was the other name?
Cord's might.
Okay.
You were the Wrath of Cord, the other one was Cord's might.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit Gork and Mork to me.
Okay. Yeah, it's the name they chose for me.
And you're happy to still use it?
I follow Cord. He got me through the pits.
Fair enough.
This way, me surviving this shows he still favours me.
You should own what shackled you.
That and you're better with your great axe than that other dwarf was.
By a very, very,
Very long way, yes.
The other dwarf looked slow.
It certainly wasn't very quick.
Yes, he didn't really move.
Well, it did, just...
To the floor, yes.
Yes, waddle.
We off to the carpenters.
Well, are we hitting up the carpenters or the parents? Because I'm assuming his parents are the ones we saw yesterday.
Was my assumption. Maybe... Well, he was supposedly on his way to them, so maybe they are the better starting point.
Go with the destination rather than the... Yeah?
We've seen the starting point, maybe find the finish.
Unless we feel comfortable hitting both at the same time. But I don't know if we want to go in two different groups.
They said that people get taken who are alone.
So maybe staying together is better.
Well, no, I was more thinking
Bait.
one of us could get caught.
Yes, I thought you were going to say that.
We're a bit too heavily armed for that, I think.
And I think you may have just made a name for yourself.
Are you?
Not me.
I have a proper dagger and
Oh, we can hide that from
Everyone
you.
looks at
They ain't gonna know you're a
spellcasters.
sorcerer, are they?
Actually, I occasionally crackle. As in lightning stuff.
Will we take that from you?
You can't. Literally. Like,
I thought you said staff.
no, as in I crackle.
Oh, yourself knows.
Yes, just a bit.
Jesus.
Cause
Just haven't found snap pop yet.
They're under a bulb.
I think Icarus is pop.
I mean, I'm Snap.
Snap.
No, that was in the
Snap,
last
Snap and
campaign.
Pop are in a different campaign.
One's under a bulb.
Yeah,
That's true.
Crackle's the horse.
Was it Crackle the horse? I thought.
Yeah,
I thought,
we went by horse.
I thought horse was Pop.
No, Pop was
No,
him.
Pop was him under a
Oh,
rock.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He went.
I need
Right,
my
so I've
horse
been Pop, I'm now
Crackle.
being Crackle.
You got to get Snap as well.
Sorry, I've already taken that.
Can I
Okay.
Crackle, yes.
No, I was thinking a Thanos' character of just
Oh, see, I was thinking you just gain proficiency with whips. You just have a whip.
I was thinking more.
I was thinking a bard next. All right.
Disarmament whispers.
Alright, I'll go with that. I will be another spellcaster.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are going. You guys were discussing doing a thing with
Yeah.
bait. Cool. Carry on.
I don't particularly like the idea of bait because if we choose someone that's likely to get taken, I fear they won't fare well.
Doesn't he, like, if it's you that's getting taken, can't you, like...
Everyone does the counter-attack power thing.
You're cloaked, isn't it? He's...
It can teleport me for up to 500 feet.
But will it go through the floor?
Can you go through full cover with dimension door?
Yeah. You don't need line of sight.
So as long as I know where it is, isn't it?
You don't have to know where it is. You can literally just be like, I want to teleport 200 feet in that direction.
I want to teleport 500 feet directly upwards.
Do that if you want,
Oh god.
and then you immediately fall back down and turn and become
Or-
splat. So
or
pop.
teleport.
There you go. You got your pop.
And then 30 seconds later, Aegis is suffocated in the wall.
Yep.
Now, if you hit a wall, you get booped out, don't you, and take force damage or
So you
something?
could do all of that in
I
one
don't. You can't go into an occupied space.
You could snap to do the
If
spell.
you arrive at a
He
place
starts
already
travelling at the
occupied by
top.
object or creature, you or any creature travelling with you, each take 46 force damage and the spell fails to teleport you.
You
Oh,
don't
so you
get-
get pushed back.
Yeah, you don't even land.
Oh.
You just go.
Okay.
Ow!
Kind of
Yeah.
there's an empty space that way. Alright.
Yeah.
I think before we try setting a trap, maybe we should identify the targets.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just talk to people for now.
A little more information I've heard.
So you're heading to
Parents.
Parents? Perfect.
Oh, we got fucking fun with them. Never mind. Don't mind me.
Right.
Yeah, you make your way over there, following the directions that you have been given, and you find yourself before another. It is another shack, but it is a shack that's sort of slightly closer to the docks. It's slightly better built. There's a bit more nicety to it. Which would make sense if the son is a carpenter. He is a skilled individual. He has the money to make sure his parents live well. Potentially also why he lives with his parents.
Working on his day off and just building part of the house himself.
Yeah. So yeah, you are by that shack.
Kick the door down.
Get over here. You knock on the door. There's a few moments of actually. Okay, so
The door blows up. It's acid.
yeah,
Door
They look
blasted.
cute. They're weird the same way I do that.
Was it Rainey's veil?
Ah, that's a
drizzle.
problem.
Titty face appears.
Shade.
Yeah.
You hear from inside, like some very faint, like scuffling sounds or something, and then
Footsteps.
sort of like footsteps, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you hear some like movement from inside, and then you all hear a male voice, a voice you sort of recognise because you heard it a couple of days ago. Hello, who's there?
Oh, I'm looking for a carpenter. I've been told the chap to speak to lives here.
While this is happening,
Mhm.
can I kind of have a look around the house to see if there's any other exits?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, there's no other exits.
There isn't, no?
No.
I will keep an eye on windows as well, though.
Yeah, there are windows and stuff, but they don't seem to be open.
Okay.
There's no carpenter here. You want to go down to the docks for a carpenter?
Oh, I was informed that Mr. Regus was here.
Rios.
Rios, sorry.
Yeah.
Scribbling too many things at the same time.
At the docks is where you want to go for a carpenting work.
One second, let me just... I will get right up to the door.
Uh-huh.
I'm aware he's disappeared. I'm trying to help.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Yes. Definitely at that point. Persuasion was that.
Mm-hmm.
That does. Yeah, +5. So that becomes a 13.
13. Only +5.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, right, yeah, your proficiency is only +3. No, that's fine. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, but... Oh, did you channel divinity?
Yeah.
Is that an extra +5?
2 + 6 + 5.
Oh, right.
Ah, you don't have proficiency in persuasion. Right. It's just your charisma mod, which is 2.
No,
No,
2 + 6 + 5.
Yeah, 6 was the...
So it's
persuasion.
8 + 5.
Oh, right, 2 is... Right, yeah.
2 is the number,
Yeah,
everything else
no,
is bonus.
cool. I get you now. Cool. Cool. The voice comes back saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want any trouble. Leave.
Insight, please.
Sure. What are you
This is the
inciting?
thing, but we
I
kind
don't
of
know,
like,
he
we feel like
actually
flying
doesn't know what
anyway,
he's talking about.
but sure.
Okay, cool.
I didn't get very high. 10.
20 in total.
Less than that.
You're listening to a voice through a door. It's a muffled voice. It's very hard to tell whether or not they're being
Even his 20?
truthful. Yeah, because they rolled higher. It's very difficult to tell by voice alone whether someone is lying. Most ticks are visual rather than alterations to the voice.
Is it possible to look through the windows? Do we see anything, or are they covered?
The windows are covered, yeah.
As in from the inside?
Yes, yeah, inside, yeah. Curtains are drawn.
Let's leave then.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's really good. Keep an eye on the door, see if anyone looks out.
Sure, door doesn't open.
Shay, maybe you can watch the house if he leaves.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Trying to stay here. Comes out, having a look. Maybe get a look on him.
Do you want to be by yourself or with someone?
Who else is going to hide with me?
Derek?
Maybe Shamshir. Derek.
Derek could do.
Good at hiding.
But would he?
I don't know. This information was never got to because it was dependent on finding other things out. So.
Otherwise, last resort. Or maybe get through a window.
With them in?
I don't think breaking in is going to help.
No, I'd rather they open the door.
Both.
As I said,
Me and
last
Swan
resort.
get a foot each. Oh, too high.
I'm just going to sort of cast an eye around and see if there's anyone that seems to be interested in us.
Sure.
Oh, someone's paying his. Can I get on that?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Fuck me.
Whee!
I've got a 20.
20.
22.
Oh, 22. What did you get?
6. 7.
Fair enough. There isn't anyone like particularly paying attention to you guys, but you do notice, easier for you to identify because you've seen the sort of iconography they wear. There's a band of is it 5 Hydra Rovers, sort of leaning against a wall. They do a pretty good job of looking like they're just there, relaxing and whatnot, but they are definitely keeping an eye on the building you've just got up to.
I don't make any signs of not noticing that until we've gone long way.
Yeah, same. I'll wait until we get a couple of points and go. So there were 5 Hydra Rovers casing that building. We went.
Keep an eye on it, checking those and leaves, I guess.
That's not in any way suspicious.
No.
Quick side question.
Scout it.
Was the house scaled for humans or halflings? Since it's recently been
It would have been a halfling. It's a halfling shanty.
the
Yeah.
floor is only like
Yeah, it's
2.5
not very
foot
big.
tall.
It's not very big at all. Yeah.
Yes, because they
There's
might
no
just
courage
be.
look in the winter.
Maybe follow the Hydra Rovers rather than
Yeah, they might
Or-
just be. There's.
make sure he's safe.
That's what I was thinking. Because they might come to the house and take him now. Because we've been in contact.
Hmm. Well, that just points to the finger quite nicely, though, doesn't it?
I mean, for all we know, they might be looking into the case too, and they might be trying to do the same thing as us. But I agree, we should keep them on the suspicion list.
Until we can sign them off it, yes.
Yes.
Did Derek say to you guys the information he got from Peg? I don't think he did.
No.
Peg.
Oh,
No.
no.
I don't think he did.
I don't know whether he would.
I mean, just assume he wouldn't. Cause he
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
We're kind of at an impasse if we don't know whether or not either of the 2 people that would stay with you, because they're not here.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm alright with that.
Shade's like a loner anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm just slightly adverse to leaving him on his own when there's a gang of those guys there, and they are the city guard.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, Shade can get away.
I am quick.
Splitting the party, as we know, is the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to ask Shay, does he want to borrow the cloak?
Your magical one.
It's one we
Do I know
found.
that I could use that though?
Yeah, anyone can use it.
It's what it doesn't
It's
need
gonna
attunement, you can just
Bloody
push it on.
difficult, isn't it? Oh, your wait, which cloak?
The red
Dimension
space.
door one. Dimension door.
Oh, dimension door.
Not displacement. Displacement's
Yeah,
completely
no.
different.
You know, it's supposed to like, fuck me.
Could do.
Because you can just need to escape. Just don't need to go properly where you're going to go, but you could just literally go 500 feet that way outside the city.
Wong.
Maybe not quite that far, but.
Well, it depends how close to the wall you are.
Or you say up there on top of that roof.
Mm.
Or possibly at the top of one of the towers and just quickly scale down to the other side or whatever. Yeah, if you want to use it,
Sure.
okay, give him the cloak.
Does it require attunement?
Nope.
Oh, sweet.
It's a cloak you can put on.
Yeah, it's
You
just
can
it's
only use
just
it once
you can only use
per
it.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could use it multiple times, it would require attunement because you can only use it once. There's no benefit to passing it around the party multiple times. So
You can pass the person who needs it, and they use.
Okay. Cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'll try and find a nice kind of place to hide,
Cool. So you're
obscure myself. I don't know somewhere.
You can pass
Blend.
But I can have eyes on that house.
Are you going to pass your choice to get into position?
Probably could actually, yeah.
That's the bonus action.
Probably would.
so considering the time of day,
Yes. Watch.
it's
what-
not dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it'd probably be wet. Well, even if it's just hanging around. Maybe it's even if there's like
You
a,
just need to find a dark corner.
yeah.
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 Just
But
could do
There-
that.
There's
Walk
other
the
there's
back
other there's
round the
other
block.
there's other buildings around, so you can just
Exactly,
like
yeah.
go
Yeah,
down
yeah.
some
Or
alleys
even if there's like a tavern with a window view.
Well, I mean,
or
we have to go
something.
round the corner to let him break tail.
Mhm.
So
But even like going to a tavern that probably has visual in it. I don't know.
it is just residence.
Yeah. It's just residents.
It's just residency.
That's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
you should have to walk.
Oh, they'll be
Look for an
hilarious.
empty residence break.
scale it.
Hi, can I come in, please? No,
I
okay.
said break in.
No.
So you are going to look for somewhere where you can keep an eye on just the building or on the door.
You say it was on a corner?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Oh,
No.
it's a corner.
no,
It's just
that's not on the corner. Where you first saw them was a corner.
That's
This is just it's sort of middle of the street shack.
right. Okay.
So has he left us yet, or are we all still talking about how he's going to do this?
I assume you guys are all still talking.
Yeah.
He hasn't said he's left unless
Kind
you're
of.
left, unless you just buggered off.
I'm
To
actually saying we might have wanted Throndraek to stay with you, just because you and him could sit a long way away. He could go keep an eye on it from halfway down the road.
Not a bad
You
shout.
might occasionally get people in the way, but they're not going to suspect someone who's right down the other end is watching it.
Is there something that far away that I can get him?
You could sit maybe sort of. The Hydra Rovers were about 40 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a straight street, you could probably get about 80 feet away. But
In the opposite way.
I mean, yeah, you can go the opposite direction, but you are still, you know,
You're within 100 feet. You're within eye line.
yeah, it doesn't matter where. In order to keep an eye on the door, you're going to be within eye line of those rovers if they decide to look around for you.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. Just sit there.
That was just
I mean,
a
you're not
thought.
breaking any laws by sitting there.
No, no.
Exactly.
Plus,
Alright.
2 of you hanging out is going to look a lot less suspicious than 1 person just hanging out. So sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll go sit at this 80-foot away place and like if that's the plan. Then yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
You guys are basically, you can more or less sort of tuck yourself out behind a. If you walk around a bit, you could tuck yourself up behind the shanties. You guys could actually, if you want to make a stealth check, you can sort of take.
Oh, us two.
Yeah, you can take advantage of the way the sun falls and the shadows lie and whatnot to.
Whee! Sweet! Oh, here comes crazy, stupid shit.
Here comes all the numbers.
That plus
I'm not going to do something
what,
first.
10?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 29 plus 8, which is what, 20? 37.
Cool, 37 and
15.
That's
You shan't
still
here.
pretty good.
No, you've got plus 2, haven't you?
No.
doesn't matter. At least half of the group has to pass.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if I don't actually have to go check those stats.
37. Even if you take average, you're sitting at about 26.
Mate, that was nearly max. That was one
Yeah,
off max.
but I mean, 15 is relatively high based on passive, depending on. So.
Depending on what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what you're dealing with.
Which I was going to go check the stats of, and then I was like, actually, I don't need to because Shade smashed it, and that's at least.
I mean,
half the
Shade will
party.
be there going.
Shut up.
He keeps wondering with shades on.
Now there is obviously pass out trace only lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So after the hour's up, we'll have to re-roll or recast.
Or recast it, yeah. So you guys are just gonna. How long are you gonna sit there watching this door?
With,
Well, I mean,
two-
start with an hour and then see what these guys are
See
doing
what
with the
goes
rest
on.
of the
Yeah,
so I
so-
assume your guys are going to the
Find
carpenters.
the carpenters.
Yes, we are.
Do we know
Yeah.
where they were going before they left?
Finding a spot around here.
Yeah, they just went
That
and
door.
found a spot. They
We know
didn't
them
really
if you
say.
get around
Yeah.
this, if we walked it.
Yeah. So after the time you spent
No, you don't.
at the thingy and eaten and got here, it's 3:30.
I went left, right, up, down, left, right.
Cool.
Circle X.
I don't know.
So you guys are just going to watch the door until whatever, which moment you've got an easy enough sight off. You don't need to. Are you also keeping an eye on the rollers?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on both.
So you can-
And yeah, my eyes basically mean I'm basically this close to them.
Yeah. Cool. So the rest of you are heading back to the docks, to the carpenters,
Yes.
which will take another hour to gather,
Lovely.
because you know that's cities take a long time to walk around,
Are you recasting or?
or towns.
Have they moved?
Nope.
Okay.
Trying to find a different spot.
Alright.
We could.
Not you. I mean, you're not going to get much better than
No,
where
that's
you are.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not going to recast.
Alright.
I don't think we-
Cool. Roll stuff again.
What's that? 18 plus 8.
Okay, I don't care.
Hey.
I don't care. They don't have passive perception of 26.
Good.
Yeah,
They're
they're,
not
not,
fucking
they're not
dragons.
dragons, yeah.
Crazy.
They might have been Hydras.
Pass
Do they
perception
then
of
have
26.
I don't know what that's are.
Something. Right, so the rest of you have headed to the docks and to the nail and the nail and board, where you find Travok. He is, well, easy enough to find Travok. He's the only dwarf in there. Everyone else is humans or halflings. Again, no elves.
Finding that.
Yeah. The others are sort of making things. As you guys enter into a shop, it's just it's a big shop. There's maybe sort of half a dozen or so individuals would cutting things up. 4 of them are humans, 2 of them are halflings, and then there's Travok.
Are they general shipwrights or are they specifically figureheads?
They are specifically figureheads. Though, as they are able to make figureheads if needed, they can perform other duties. Just
Before
they.
we go in there, can I say there's any Hydra Rovers watching the shop?
Sure, make a perception check.
Actually, can I undo that one as well?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might sort
No.
of- Oh, fuck off. 6.
I've got 5 in total.
It's because
There
I
are
didn't
no,
do it. isn't
there are
it?
no hydras watching the shop.
See, if I'd done it, it would have been that number.
As far as you can tell, there are no Hydra Rovers watching the shop. And I mean, you're not quite on the docks themselves, but you're in a relatively busy area. So even if, to be fair, you can't see anyone, but it would be difficult to actually keep an eye on who's going in and out the shop anyway, unless you're standing in front of the door.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys make your way in.
Is there anyone standing in front of the door on the other side?
No, people are working.
Yeah.
You walk in, Travok sort of looks up from where he's carving something. He's sort of one of the halflings. He's going through some things with them. As you come in, sort of just keep doing that. Afternoon.
Hail! In Dwarfish.
Wonderful. Someone who speaks the proper tongue.
Continuing in Dwarfish.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you could quickly answer some questions for us.
Sure.
Yes. Did you have an employee here by... What was his name again?
Rios.
That one. Did you have an employee here?
Rios, sorry.
Thank you, Pigeon. Did you have an employee here by the name of Rios? So all you hear is Rios.
Except for I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I also understand Dwarfish.
Good! Good!
Like,
Hang on.
I'm not trying to hide my conversation from you guys, it's fine.
there's like always like.
I'm
3
trying to hide my
members of
conversation from
party
all the
that speak
fucking
every language.
halflings.
So does Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone does. Whatever.
Shamshir doesn't.
Is that it?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't.
So Shamshir's
Only
like.
Shamshi doesn't understand what's going on.
Well, I wouldn't say had, as far as I'm aware, he's still employed, just hasn't turned up for work today.
Today? Just today?
They had the day off yesterday.
And the day before? He left, yeah?
Yes, he left.
Wonderful. Cool.
Anyone else interested in him? It's Dwarfish.
All I know of.
And he's a good.
Yeah, he's good at his job. Normally, he's never missed a day of work in his life. Without getting someone to let me know. It's a bit strange, I haven't seen him, but I'm just assumed he's, I don't know, drunk or something.
That happened on.
No, just an assumption I've decided to make.
And so before, he's had someone tell you if he wasn't coming in?
Normally, yeah,
Same person usually, or?
varies.
Hmm.
Why? Something happened.
In a sense, yes.
He's not coming back.
Potentially.
You might want to hire again.
Wonderful. I'll put out a new ad today.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was the last ship he was working on?
Can't say I fully remember. It's,
Or the last thing he was doing was before you saw him.
it was helping trade. And he points to the halfling that he was just talking to. Helping me trade her. I mean, the last thing he worked on was a figurehead for a ship that left a week ago. So, Elven crew, always weird.
Did you say elven crew?
Yes.
I am paying a little bit more attention suddenly.
Ah.
Where were they based from? Out of curiosity.
I don't care.
No, you're not gonna know.
They just.
You're gonna want the harbour master for that one.
Are you going to share the name of the ship?
I don't know. I don't care.
Harbour master.
I thought you'd know it for the fact that you were living in the figurehead.
What was the figurehead?
Well, the figurehead was a mermaid.
Anything
I really want to make you joke that at the beginning.
anything off the menu with that one?
Oh really? They were heading somewhere from somewhere. Got caught in a storm. Their own figurehead got destroyed. They came here to look for a new figurehead. Came to my shop, so we made them a figurehead. Put it on their ship, and they fucked off.
Interesting.
Happen often?
I should not know.
Regularly. Yeah. So it's not an uncommon occurrence. There's a lot of storms off the coast.
No, I meant the elves. Sorry.
Oh, elves. Yeah, they're not as common as anything else.
Yeah.
We get elves. There's a sort of underlying dislike towards elves from most people.
Somewhat noticed that.
Yes. They really come into the docks,
You're not the only one.
get whatever they want, or sell whatever they're selling, and then fuck off somewhere else.
They're good at doing that. Fucking off somewhere else.
No, I like to fuck off somewhere.
Good hit.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, we shan't keep you any longer from your apprentice. We thank you very much. Good luck with the hiring opportunity.
Let me know if you find something out about Rios. He's a good lad, that one.
Aye, we
Always
will.
liked him.
We should try bringing it back to you.
Maybe he's just, I don't know, drunk in a ditch, not dead.
Let's hope he's sleeping it off.
Yeah. Have you spoken to his parents?
We tried.
It's been tried.
Well, they were sort of incredibly cagey.
What do you mean?
Well, as in they were like, oh, there's no one here. We don't know anyone by that name, etc., etc.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's really strange.
yeah.
What are his parents' names?
You did hear
What's his surname too?
Was it Othella or something?
Osamin and Verley. Big toe. That's
But a detective always double checks everything.
Yeah. Osamin and Verley Big Toe.
That's why.
That's really strange. They dote on their son. They love their son. Odd that they say they don't know who he is.
Very frustrating too. But well, we'll keep digging. I think we need to go and see the harbour master because I want to inquire about that ship.
I'd quite like to learn a little more as well. Where is the harbour master? Well, I mean, where would one go to find his offices more than the man himself?
Her offices.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can head to the Drunken Eel. You'll
Oh,
probably find
fantastic!
Captain
She's a
Egg.
message.
She's busy today. That's unfortunate.
Ask the questions, would you?
Send the messages send to Icarus.
Yes. Very
Azure, can you find a minute?
much what I'm suggesting there. Pillow talk, guys.
He just stops mid and goes, oh, by the way.
Yeah, if you're looking for the harbour master, she might not be in the Drunken Eel. I did see her walking around with some random person I didn't know about it.
Yeah, we might. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. She took her onto a ship, which is a privilege.
Oh, that'll be where they were having lunch then.
Lunch, yes.
You are so not getting Icarus back.
Nope, we've lost that one. I think we're going to need to recruit someone ourselves.
Someone that doesn't explode.
Someone else exploded, yes. Well, yes, thank you for your time, and we will let you know if we find anything.
Please do. So I'll hold off on the advertisement for now. We can make do with what we got. Sounds like you think you can get him back.
That is the hope.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Leave.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure I want to go and interrupt Peg.
Oh no, we're not doing that for today.
No.
That's tomorrow's job.
Good. Should we go relieve Throndraek and Shade?
Well, we haven't really got any other leads, so yeah, why not?
Yes, let's go do that.
Now here's a silly idea that might yield something. I don't know. Do we just want to go and talk to the other party that was watching the house? Just straight up, just
That was kind of my plan.
Well, I
be
suppose
blunt about things and be like, hey, why are you here? You know.
if you've got no hand, bluff it. Yes, why not?
There's a lot of them. We already know how dangerous that leader is.
There's 5 of them,
We're not going to have a
Maybe
fight.
in
We're
the
just
town.
going to ask
and
them
there's
a question.
currently minus Icarus.
6.
7.
Yeah, 7 of us.
Well, there's no need for violence. We just want to ask a
That too.
pertinent question.
That was.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's cool. Because it's gonna take these guys an hour to get back.
Finesse might be at the question, so blunt force might be the way forward. Oh shit!
Sinker!
Maybe Throndrake's done it already!
Look, it's not blunt force unless I punch it.
Or headbutt.
No head bomb!
Otherwise, it's
You're
just
not the
trauma.
sharpest tool in the world.
Be surgeon.
So we smash cut.
Yes! So fucking
Throndrake. Smash cutting the guards.
So nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened for the first hour you were watching.
We're on the second hour now.
Yeah,
First hour
yeah,
was
yeah.
past that phrase.
Yeah.
Should we go ask him a question? I mean,
Conversation.
yeah. Why not?
What could go wrong?
Just civilians asking a guard a question. Nothing illegal.
Of course not.
I don't know. Pirate town.
Depends on the question. I'm gonna start walking over there.
Okay, you start walking over.
Probably not illegal.
Are you following Shade?
Yes.
Sure. As you two make your way over,
Even before they get arrested.
the 5 Hydra Rovers sort of they're watching the door. They do watch you guys making your way towards them, and they
They are considered guards in the town, right?
No,
the Blood
guards are someone
Brothers
else, yeah.
are the ones that are the town guards. The
Right.
Hydra Rovers are the guys in charge of the town.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
They're the ones who settle the taxes and whatnot.
Okay.
They are the more powerful ones. So you make your way towards them. They clock you making your way over, but they don't seem to. They continue with their sort of like relaxing against the wall and sort of vaguely chatting to each other. But it's not difficult to tell for you guys that they're watching you while still watching the door. And then as you guys get sort of within like 10 feet or so, one of them's like, "What do you want?"
Heard about people going missing in the town. I was wondering if, well, you're from the town. Just wondering if you know like anything about it, if we can help.
People start fights with people they can't beat, get killed, body gets thrown into the harbour. Disappear.
Insight.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, make an insight check.
Rage insight. Yeah.
Nope.
7.
Shade.
24.
Hey!
Hey, you got my modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's the only acceptable response to
You
that.
do the chatting, I just go, And what you go,
Although Liam's
I
checking-
twitch.
Liam's
Eyes.
checking because they might have beaten you.
they might. I'm good at some things, but some people are better.
They couldn't find a 37 stealth check, but
We'll find 26 intelligence.
that's in character.
Doobie-doobie-doo. Just okay.
I feel like we do need some elevator music, so. Book checking. While people are checking books, just some.
Please bear with us.
Your call is important to us.
That's not.
It never is.
We're lying to you. Fuck off. Run now.
Ha ha ha, you're going to be on this call for 2 hours.
This is a premium rate line.
It's like,
Yeah.
your call is not important to us, fuck off.
No, well,
No, if we're doing this,
Honest.
we do it properly, and
And
we play the
close-
podcast.
Well, that would be terrible,
Just do snippets of the podcast to make people want to listen
That'd
to
be
it.
really confusing because it'd just be our voices talking about something completely different for like 3 seconds.
Context would be awful.
The cannibalism. What?
Exactly.
Where did that come from?
Just make a song with the amount of times Leon said cannibalism.
That actually could be really good.
Find all those bits.
Clips of Liam saying cannibalism all the time, yeah.
You can't read them.
Oh, shit!
Boy.
They have their difficult. Yeah,
They got you by like 1 point.
they got me.
Yeah.
Shit.
They are very difficult to read.
Don't worry guys, Pinky and the Brain are on the case.
Yeah, which one's the brain?
Yes.
Was yours?
What by intended?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Pinky.
8. Well, no,
Oh,
Pinky
yeah.
is the smart one.
No, he's not.
Pinky is the smart one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's not.
No, he is.
Yeah, because Pinky's the small mouse.
The Brain is the one that's not smart,
Yeah.
but he thinks he is smart.
Who has world domination plans in
Yeah.
a real egocentric condition.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. We digress.
Two really awesome 90s costumes.
so he just said,
They,
People do this all the
Fights,
time. They get in a
fights,
fight, they die. The
dots.
person who killed them just takes the
Throws
body,
it.
throws it into the harbour. They disappear.
oh. Fair enough. And that's the law here, that's how it works. Sorry, I'm new to the place, I don't...
I can tell. I mean, if someone caused a problem for you, then feel free to solve it yourself rather than waste our time. Just don't get caught doing it.
what?
That's exactly where I thought that was going to go.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Yeah.
thanks for your help. I'm gonna start walking off, unless you're gonna say anything.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna just walk up to one and we'll lick their face and then Charisma 6, so...
Yeah. As you're walking off, he shouts out, "What did you want at that door over there?"
Huh?
When you went over there earlier with some of your friends, I assume friends, what were you looking for?
Like I said, people have gone missing. Seeing what others know. Been knocking on quite a lot of doors.
Make a deception check for me.
I'm good at that.
I don't know.
What'd you get?
14.
Cool.
Well, we have actually knocked on a few doors.
And
Find
knock
a
down
note to
Ginger.
another one.
And knock down Ginger.
Cool. He nods. They go back to talking and leaning against the wall.
Okay. Are we going back to our spot?
I was thinking that. Or,
Okay.
Yeah. What's the time? Roughly.
How long into the second hour did you guys
I mean,
go?
Doesn't mind me. I'm not fussed with waiting ages.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends the thingy again. There's the thingy, God, there's the thingy. So for you guys, it's like 4 o'clock-ish.
okay. So the sun's setting but not set.
Not at 4 o'clock, sun's still up.
Oh, what month are we in? Or like what
Spring.
season? Spring, okay.
It's just been a very, very wet, cold spring.
Cool. Yeah, go back to the spot. Like, try and make sure they're not. Are they like? Did they just stop looking at us when we started walking off? Or like, I'll probably like turn around and have a look. Like, just you know.
They're still watching you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought so.
They're keeping an eye on you.
So I mean, I guess we'll walk outside then.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you go into the spot, they'll see you go into it. It doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like a little dark alleyway between shacks that leads to a wall. Oh, cool. So you guys walk out. I guess just sort of hang around for everyone else to come back.
Yeah.
Cool. Doesn't take long. Takes another half an hour, and the rest reappear. So it's now 4:30, and you guys are back on the thoroughfare, the main thoroughfare.
No,
You
but I will
pass
somehow
off.
win.
I don't know, will you?
Sure.
I'm just saying, beginner's luck.
Yeah.
Playing cards, don't how I'm doing. Like, oh, you've won. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So did you find anything? Anything happen?
Not really.
If you get pissed off with someone, you can kill them.
Just don't get caught.
That sounds like a trap.
What did you find out?
The cards over by the house.
Oh, you went to talk to them?
Oh yeah, I was bored.
He's not used to this.
I'm going to look out to
See
see if any of the
what
guards are
they want.
following them.
What, you peering around the corner?
Oh no, I thought. Oh, they only just literally walked around the corner.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, but you're some distance away. Yeah.
I was like, are they being followed by any of the guards looking around?
Sure, make a perception check.
18.
Regards so you can see.
And that group of 5 is still there, yeah?
You're not at that place right now.
Uh,
You're back on the main thoroughfare.
Well, I mean, that answers our questions. We didn't get a great deal from his boss, but
not pertaining to this, but we got interesting information at least.
yeah.
They did seem interested in why we were knocking on that door.
So yeah,
They asked about it.
Yeah.
I'd have asked them the same question. Why have you been hanging around the same house for most of the day?
They're also pretty hard to read. And pretty decent at that.
There's something there. I'm not sure what, but there's something there.
Yes.
I wonder what he did on his day off.
Well, shit. Should have asked that, shouldn't we?
Well, it's possible. Nobody. Well, maybe.
No, let's go see.
Yes.
Let's go see the other half. He'll know. We might have an idea.
Well, we're going back that way anyway, I think.
Yes.
Unless anyone else has somewhere to go.
I asked for a cloak, it's snazzy and red.
Just to point out, you passed the crying halfling couple on what would have been his day off.
Ah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was.
Yes, that's true. So, by that logic, he was taken on his way home from work the previous night.
No, taking nothing home from when he was meeting with other
When
half.
he's meeting his boyfriend.
He
All
didn't.
that.
So, somewhere between there and here, he never made it.
So it was yesterday he didn't turn up to say good morning, wasn't it? Or was it that day?
It was that day he didn't turn up.
So it wasn't the previous day.
Not the previous day, no.
So he had turned up yesterday.
The day before he went missing, yes.
No, the day he went missing.
No.
Read
It
it.
was past midnight, so the day he went missing before getting to bed to get up to see him in the morning. Yes. He left the brothel at 1 a.m.
Yeah, so
he
he
never got
left.
home.
He left.
He never came back to see his boyfriend again. So the morning he went missing, didn't get home, did see his boyfriend.
It is 2 different days. He didn't come see the boyfriend today, which is the 23rd. The last time the boyfriend saw him was the evening of the 21st. It would have been the morning of the 22nd is when he left. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that was when he left to go home.
Yeah.
Alright, so he didn't see. Did he say he saw him that morning, or was it counting because he saw him in the evening before?
The boyfriend said he didn't turn up to see him today.
So he did turn up the morning before.
When was the last time he saw him?
The last time he saw him was when he left.
Yeah,
That clarify?
Yeah.
Late 21st, early 22nd.
Yeah, that's when he left.
Yeah, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. we're on the same page.
Yeah, you're getting confused because there's information you don't have that you're trying to fill in the gaps with.
Okay.
Because what you're saying is he didn't come to see him on the 22nd, but he didn't. Just for clarity, he didn't have to come see him on the 22nd because the boyfriend wasn't working the 22nd. The boyfriend's working the 23rd. Rios goes to see Riga before he starts work every day.
Okay,
So he didn't miss him the 22nd.
Oh, so the carpenter goes when he's going to work to go and see the boyfriend, or?
Hmm?
I'm confused.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Just leave
Let's
it.
just
move on.
So,
Let's just move on.
okay.
As we're walking back from here to the inn, I'm gonna sort of keep an eye out for any signs of recent scuffle or, I mean,
I'm still
or-
staying at that spot, by the way.
somewhere that would be like darkened alleys that are sideways that'd be good for setting up an ambush.
Pick an alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick a way. And also, yesterday it was chucking it down with rain.
So it's a wash off. Yeah.
Yep.
And I want to keep an eye out for any potential Hydra Rovers might be following us.
Cool. What were you doing, Shade?
Still where I am. But I'll
He's
probably
staying
stay up a
sentry.
bit.
So what, you're going
He's
back.
staying where.
Or I'll probably get a bit closer if Throndraek's not staying. But
So you're-
try and
you're- but
hide
you're-
somewhere else.
You're going back to where you can see the
Yes.
house.
Yes.
Cool. Just to point out, there is nowhere for you to hide behind. They weren't looking for you before. There's no cover for you to sneak up and hide
Okay.
from the Hydra Rovers. So they're just going to see you walk in and go somewhere and watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It was fine before because you guys just went around the corner, went down a little alleyway, and they weren't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Now they
Woman's
know
supposed
who you
still
are.
there, though.
Huh?
Woman's supposed still in the same alleyway.
Then you would have had this conversation with these guys because they didn't come to that bit.
Or did they not?
No, because as you guys were leaving, the Rovers were watching you leave.
Okay.
So if you just gone into that alleyway, it doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like a gap between a wall and a shack. So if you just went and sat in there, they'd have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you guys have had to like
Yeah.
actually leave that street.
Yeah.
So if you're going back to keep an eye on it, you're going to be walking out into the street in full vision of them.
Yeah, no, I will be in vision.
Yeah. Cool. That is what I thought.
As well as you know.
Not that many, but
Basically, you know visibility.
that's damage.
Yeah, Derek does know invisibility.
Yeah, my spells are more focused on damage with a little extra, but not much.
So what I think I might do, so we can fill in the people who aren't here with some information, then you guys can think of a plan. We'll call the session there for now, as you guys are sort of in limbo, as it were.
Mhm.
You know, we can move you back to any point along this mess you are, whether someone goes invisible, goes to keep an eye on the house, or you will just go back to the inn or whatever. We can pick that up next week, so that we have people here who aren't here, so they can make decisions, as it were. So cool, yes. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please do go check out our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our streaming channel, twitch.tv/FURN Gaming, our Patreon, patreon.com/FURN Gaming, and our podcast, the monthly podcast, the FURN Cast. You can find it on iTunes and Podbean. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, give us a thumbs down if you didn't like the video, and subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye.